Hello adventurers and welcome back to another episode of a Let's Dev series. Today we will be looking at what has changed since the last time in the Aquatic Adventure Nebula version. If you don't know what Nebula is, it's basically a new version of a game that is going to be built from the bottom up all over again, which will increase its performance and just make it a little easier for us to develop. If you want a full in-depth explanation on what it is, we recommend checking out our blog, links in the description. Last episode we had a look at the procedural and infinite generation, new textures and the start of the building system. We also said that this time we will be looking at the new building system, particles, new creatures, and possibly maybe even structure generation. Except today, we'll be looking at the stuff much more, in our eyes anyway, important. If you have any ideas for the game after the video, please put them down in the comments down below as it will help us quite a lot to develop the game further. And before we jump into the video, we have a small confession to make, or should I say, I. To tell you the truth, you know, I always say we and team instead of I and me. Well, the truth is, it's just me. There's not really anyone else working on this game. So yeah, let's carry on with this video. Okay, so this time we are just jumping right into the game because nothing has really changed on the menu screen. It's still the same old blue background with two buttons in the center, but don't worry, we'll get around to changing it before release. So now that we are here in the game, can you notice anything different? Yes, that's right, seaweed is now animated. Now it wiggles about just like it would in water. Also, you can notice there are also strange little bubbles coming out of the seaweed. Bubbles are back in this version as well, except you can't pop them yet like in the old version of the game. Finally, the last thing considering visuals is that we've changed the cursor to make the game look nicer. Tell us in the comments down below about what you think about these small additions. We are quite happy with them. But now you must be asking, is that it? Nothing else has been added or changed? There you are wrong. The next big change you will notice is when we go underground. As you dig deep enough, you will notice that there is this weird dark rock. That, ladies and gents, is bedrock. Now you can only go a certain way down before you can dig no more. This is to stop players falling through a world like the previous version would have done. Now as we go back to the surface, we'll show you the last major gameplay update of today, and that is a sneaky preview of the upcoming building system. As you can see, when I hit the tab key on my keyboard, a nice little GUI comes up. There's this black box and two blocks here. This is how you will be able to select your building block in the future. As you can probably see, there is this weird light blue box around this block. This indicates the block you have selected. Of course, I didn't choose this as the default selection is sand, but if you want to build out of something else instead of grains, you can hit your upper arrow key to scroll through the different blocks. Right now, the only other block is sandstone, but in the future there will be a huge list of different blocks to choose from. Now to the two most important updates of this episode. Saving and loading has now been implemented into the game. Yes, that is correct. You can now save all your beautiful worlds and buildings. Currently there is only one save file, but we hope to get more in the future. The fact that will this happen before release is unknown though. So how do you save the game then? Well, let's show you then. To save the game, all you have to do is click the escape key, and now as we go back to the menu, you can see that the button has been changed from create to continue. As we click this, and we still need to get the new screen recording program, we get to the normal port selection, select that, and boom, you are in the beautiful world once again. But if you for some reason want to destroy your save files, just click delete and everything will be wiped clean. Last but not least, we have a new rendering system. Now we know that may not sound like much to you right now, but in last time's version, all you had to do is walk in one direction for about a minute or so and your frames per second would drop all the way down to 10. At one point we even got them to go down to 1. Now though, you can adventure to your heart's content without having to deal with much lag. Please keep in mind though that this doesn't mean the game is lag free. When you travel you may find some weird pauses on the way sometimes. That's just the terrain generating. There's nothing we can really do about that. Also, if you travel for an extremely long time, you will definitely experience some lag, because of all the blocks that are generating. We keep on reducing lag all the time though, and we try our best to keep the game's performance up to date. Okay, now that we have covered all the stuff, let's have a look at what's to come. Next time we are definitely going to look at a new building system, and possibly some new creatures. Right now, even before this video came out, we have started working on new creatures, old, new and updated. Also be sure to check out our channel frequently, because we also have some new soundtracks to share with you. So tune into that, pun intended. But let's, once again, forget the future for a bit and end the video. Thank you so much for watching episode 3 of the Let's Dev Aquatic Adventure Nebula series. What did you think? Were the gameplay features nice? And how about rendering and saving? What would you have done in our shoes? Let us know in the comments down below, and as always, see you next time.